In this video, we will discuss the universal collective energy, also known as global energy, for the lunar month of the Libra new moon. How it's going to affect us, what we can do about it, and just basically make it the best life possible moving forward. So let me say my name is Edward, psychic medium, your soul messenger host, assisting us all to, let's see, assisting us all to live, love, and manifest the life that our soul intended for us to live this lifetime. Let's get busy. And this is Medium Tarot TV Plus. Feed your soul. So go to my website, everettragosta.community, link Medium Tarot TV, and there you can see all the suggested videos that are current, including the zodiac year 2020, starting March 24th, the solar month for Libra 2020, and whatever eclipses that are still under influence. All right. And if you'd like a psychic reading session with myself and my guides, at this moment, I am doing telephone readings and live readings at Light Club Curiosity Shop in Sugarloaf, New York. On my website, everettragosta.community, link readings are my current rates, and whenever I have my new date of when I'm going to be at Light Club in Sugarloaf, New York, Light Club Curiosity Shop, I will place it there. Or you could just shoot me an email or a text, whatever you have. All right. So now let's get to it. So there's no way around it. This moon is most likely going to feel more like a full moon, and typical full moons bring stuff out. And that's going to happen because Mercury technically went retrograde. Notice how I said that on Tuesday, the 13th. All right, we'll get back to that. So, picking up where we left off, the zodiac year and energy video, forecast video, the Libra 2020 solar month energy forecast video. Now, the current week energy, which is going to be the strongest. Let's see, when is the week? I did not write the week. Shame on me. All right, I don't want to take up the time. I'll figure it out and put it in my notes or in the what do you call the timestamp below the video. All right. So this is the weak energy of the sense of security within. This is it. This is what makes us or breaks us. And I've been there on both ends of the spectrum. It is self-worth, self-love, self-esteem, self-confidence. We can say and do all the right things, but if we're not believing it, that's what the universe responds to. The universe responds to the energy, the energy that we resonate with, that we're standing in, within. Keep that in mind, okay? But that's something we can shift if need be, or align with if need be. It's also an energy of showing our wares to the public, or maybe it's a wider audience, okay? Whatever feels more appropriate. But it's definitely having the courage, which is part of the month energy for Libra 2020, the chutzpah, the guts, however you want to put it. How did the Cowardly Lion say it? I forget how he said it in The Wizard of Oz, 1939 version. If I Only Had the Nerve. That's a fun song. Which might be a fun underlying theme healing song, actually. I'm going to put that down. See, I'm channeling. If I only had the nerve. I like that. All right. But it's also it's definitely an energy of showing our wares. So letting people know what we're available for, whatever, and everything. But having the courage to put it out there, regardless of what's happening or not happening. And I realize Mercury is retrograde, but we can't stop our lives. That's the way it is. All right. All right. I have to do some, I have to look something up. Please forgive me. But I did not write down everything. So I want to tell us the astrological influence. The astrological influence is. Where the heck is it? Sorry. All right. Astrological influence is the Mars in Capricorn. Oh, that's good. Mars is action, impetus, drive to move forward. Okay. It's going to seem like a conflicting message when I get to the next energy, but hear me out anyway. So that's Mars. And Capricorn, this is where it's going to make more sense. Capricorn is a slower moving energy related to the planet Saturn, which I feel is the task master of the universe, zodiac universe. So that means we have to put in the work. And Mars is going to want us to take an action, but it's going to be based on what we truly believe within. Otherwise, the next energy could do us in, which I hope it doesn't. That's going to take longer than it should, or we want it to. What else is new? Welcome 2020, right? Where have you been if you didn't get that one? You'd have to be you truly have to be living under a rock not to understand what I was just said. But anyway, all joking aside, but I do mean it. It really does come down to our belief system. Okay? So please believe it, and if you don't, that's your homework. Yeah, that's your homework. Stepping into stepping into your power, aligning with your power, who you are, your self-worth, and perhaps taking your power back from situation, circumstance, or person from the past might be in order. Whatever, doesn't matter, no judgment. As Nike says, just do it. Okay? Your future self will thank you for it. All right, I'm going to move on. I feel good about that. Excuse me. Excuse me. All right, moving on. Now, this is now it starts to get really tricky. This is the day energy. So let's see what's going on for the day first. So the moon's in Libra, duh. It's a Libra new moon at 3:31 p.m. Eastern, 12:31 p.m. Pacific, just the time to where you're on the globe. The moon goes void of course at 6:11 p.m. Eastern, 3:11 p.m. Pacific, and the color of the day is pink. All right. Though my mind's eye are so blue, which to me is a very balancing color. To me. That's why I wore this. Okay. Now, I have to look up the Astrological Association. Forgive me. Now, this energy is. Here we go. The astrological. Oh boy. The astrological influence is Mars in Gemini. Interesting. Now we have a double dose whammy of the planet Mars. That's good. Well, it depends what you do with the energy, as always. So Mars again, action impetus drive to move forward. If we don't take an action with that double influence, if we don't take an action, that's where frustration, that look was like, who hasn't been frustrated this year? That's where frustration or anger could creep in. Okay? Act accordingly, react accordingly. In Gemini, well, I've been feeling this year, anyone who has two options is better off, including two sources of income. That's at this point, that's like a duh, but I've been telling my subscribers that for a while. But this cinches it. This is the icing on the cake with the cherry on top. This is like, yeah, if you don't get it by now, what could I tell you? Now, I should say if you have Mars in Capricorn, you're activated, empowered, or triggered for this lunar month. If you have Mars in Gemini, you're activated, empowered, and or triggered for this lunar month. And the lunar month we're talking about is October 16th through November 14th. All right, excuse me. Now, here comes the stuff that nightmares are made of. This is the energy that I attribute to this. It's negative waiting time. Waiting for something to happen. Welcome to 2020, right? Yeah. So it's like waiting. Well, it's like 2020. It's like waiting for Godot. It's like waiting for something to happen, and it's taking longer than we would like it to. Yeah, it's pretty much the calendar year now. Not the calendar year. The starting off with the zodiac year of March 24th, I believe, with the Aries new moon. So anyway, this is, it's very easy to get caught up in this. I mean, I had my moments. I mean, this whole situation affected me too. I mean, I'm not a robot. So we've all gone through this, but, it's a possibility for people to go there and to go there, hitting the wall hard. So let's try not to react or get caught up in any hissy fit or drama fit, or, excuse me, let's just try not to react and step away from the moving vehicle and stay as much clear as possible. This could be someone we live with. This could be someone we work with or associated with. This could be someone online. Take your pick. What's the difference, right? Now, obviously, we're not to get caught up in that. Obviously. And the next energy is where we should focus our energy and attention, which is the psychic insight theme. But with that double influence of Mars, yeah, it's definitely suggested that we take a physical action, regardless of what's going on or not going on. Excuse me. All right. Okay, this one I wrote down. All right. So, now, the psychic insight theme for this Libra new moon, if you're astrologically inclined, it's the Libra new moon at 23 degrees. So you would look to see where 23 degrees Libra is in your chart. That's where it's hitting you directly, going to affect you directly. Whatever house or houses that falls on, yeah, is what the areas it's going to affect you. And then always look at the opposite sign. And I'm not even going to try to go there because my brain doesn't. When my brain is in the intuitive, it doesn't want to go to the practical. So, whatever the opposite sign of Libra is, my guess would be Aries. All right. So, if Aries is correct, then it would be where 23 degrees Aries falls in your chart. It's always the actual house and the opposite because it's an axis. Polarity. All right. So it could be this is the one is the focus, and it also affects, even if indirectly, the opposite. All right. Excuse me. Now, this is the energy of. All right. And these are the keywords that I got. And then that affected how the theme healing song that we got, which is next. All right. So, commitment, which is the way to go. Okay, let's start there. Commitment. That's the way to go. To make a commitment that we're going to do something or be a certain way. Do we need to alter our mindset? That's possible. Do we need to alter our belief system? Excuse me. What we believe as possible? That's possible as well. Whatever it is, as Nike says, just do it. Regardless of what has or has not transpired since March 24th, regardless. Okay? Having faith and having vision is seeing what's ahead, right? All right. But in a positive format. All right. Not just the doom and gloom. The what's needed at the time, right? These are successful people. It's coming out wrong. Successful people. They're anticipating the needs and the wants of their audience. Okay? Think about that. All right. Staying with the times. All right. So, commitment. Yeah, that's where we should go. Definitely. Another energy possibility is trapped. I mean, who hasn't felt that with lockdown, shutdown? But feeling trapped within a situation, circumstance, maybe a relationship. I mean, there's many different types of relationship, not just romance, right? There's work, there's living situations, and it's possible that at this time we're going to reconsider a commitment that we have previously made or we are currently making. That's possible with this energy. All right. So hopefully you don't. So you can see where this energy is going to feel more like a full moon than a new moon. But even though that Mars energy though wants us to take action, remember that. Regardless, wants us to take an action. So hopefully, but if we do, or if we know someone who does feel trapped, again, be careful how you act and or react around them. And again, step back. We can only offer assistance if they're open to it. Before then, you might as well just have a conversation with the wall, right? Who hasn't been there, done that? All right. Then the next energy is the one that will go into the theme healing song, is conviction. Standing in our truth, regardless of what's happening or not happening. Knowing what's the truth, okay? Sticking to it, conviction. Standing by it, conviction. Standing in that energy. Not being obstinate or arrogant, just confident. Going back to the self-worth, self-love, self-esteem, self-confidence. Okay? Because even through difficult times, there are always people that are exceedingly successful. Why is that? They weather the storms. They believe in themselves, they believe in their product or the need of the people. And they also adjust. They also adjust. Okay. And that is a Libra thing. Libra is fairness, is balancing the scales, and adjustment. There you go. All right. Now, I just want to say, I'll do that actually after. First, I'll do the. All right. First, I'll go into the theme healing song. So, like I said, the keywords that I received for this new moon, going by that psychic insight theme energy, was commitment, trapped, and conviction. and we went with conviction because we wanted to, I realize it's not always sunshine and rainbows and unicorns, but we still need to stay positive. So we went with conviction, and the song that we ended up with is Conviction of the Heart by Kenny Loggins, 1991. I particularly like that album of his. I don't know what it's technically called. I don't know if it's technically called Conviction of the Heart, but it's the one that he put out that in 1991. I didn't write it down, so excuse me. And then for subscribers to Medium Tarot TV Plus, Feed Your Soul, there is an additional song with conviction in the title, and then I'm also going to include for them If I Only Had the Nerve, because that's just a fun song that it's going to put everything into perspective. A little humor goes a long way. All right. So, conviction of the heart. Is our heart on board? When we stand, when we have conviction about something or someone, is our heart on board? Or are we just talking ourselves into it? Been there, done that. So, okay? All right. There you have it. Now, I wanted to say I'll just add this. I'll say as my closing words. I just want to say a few things about Mercury retrograde. So, Mercury technically, notice how I said that, went retrograde on November, no, I'm ahead of myself, October 13th. And technically goes direct, notice how I said that, on November 3rd, Election Day. All right. Though I feel we're going to be in the influence through, because it's the shadow after effect. We probably started to feel the energy effects of Mercury retrograde Monday, October 5th, right after that full moon influence, strongest influence. And we're going to feel this until about the current one until about November 19th, 20th. So I'm just going to leave us with we're not going to really, I can see clearly now, we're not going to see that until the November 20th or shortly after. And well, I just wanted to mention that because in this lunar month, we have Election Day on the 3rd in the States. We will see what happens. I would say vote with your heart, conviction of your heart. Okay? No one has to know. That's my 2 cents advice. All right. So until we meet again, until we connect again, I hope we have the best possible lunar month, and we hope to see you real soon in another video. And thank you for joining us. Okay, take care. Conviction of the heart.